In other news, there's a new push by the international community to end Syria's civil war. United States, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Russia are all playing a critical role to prevent an ISIL takeover of the country. And as CCTV's Callebs reports, it comes after major setbacks on the battlefield for Syrian President Bashar al-Assad.
More fighting in Syria, more bloodshed between Syrian government troops and rebels intent on driving President Bashar al-Assad from power.
We started our attack since early dawn, and we were first able to liberate this two-story house where, thank God, we killed many soldiers.
But there's been a flurry of activity in diplomatic circles as well. Friends and foes of Assad believe they must find a way to stop the bloodshed and keep the Islamic State from becoming further entrenched in the region. Russia is the Syrian government's strongest supporter, and while Saudi Arabia remains one of Assad's harshest critics, Russia has been able to draw Saudi Arabia to the bargaining table in an effort to find a way out of the chaos that started in March of 2011.
Bashar al-Assad does not pose any threat to any of the neighboring countries, but the Islamic State poses a threat to Iraq, to Syria, to Saudi Arabia.
Years of fighting has displaced half the country's population and claimed at least 250,000 lives. Saudi Arabia is making it clear, while the kingdom is willing to listen to Russian proposals, it is unbending on a key issue, the fate of the Syrian president.
Syrian President Assad has no place in the future of Syria, but we have underlined the necessity of retaining the state and military structures after Assad.
Another strong ally of Assad, Iran, has also entered the diplomatic picture in an effort to end the civil war. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif is in Damascus with a reported ceasefire plan that calls for a power-sharing government that would, for the time being at least, include President Assad.
I would like to tell our neighbors and other actors that it's time to listen to the Syrian people's demands and fight our enemy, terrorism, extremism, and sectarianism.
Analysts are saying they see a change in tone regarding Assad, that perhaps his harshest critics, the United States, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia, believe they would be better served fighting ISIL and terrorism rather than continuing to drive home the demand that Assad be removed from power. Callebs, CCTV in Washington.